Anthony Kennada. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Gainsight. Look after obviously the entire marketing function here, and our view of the world, we think that customer success is the new kind of norm in the modern economy. We build technology for that new functional department. We build community with our kind of Pulse programs, and that's been kind of a big, kind of the heart and soul of the company, I would say, for the last several years. In terms of my career journey, I was fortunate to work at Box in the early days, and back when it was about 30 employees in Palo Alto. I've obviously come a long way. And I actually worked with our CEO at Gainsight at his last company called LiveOffice that we sold to Symantec. Spent a little bit of time at Symantec before Nick joined the early team here at the company that would become Gainsight, and he asked me to come on board and run marketing, and it's been an amazing journey ever since. The way we think about driving excellence from a marketing point of view is not to necessarily take a page out of every other, in our case, B2B marketing team and marketing company, because there's this, the world of B2B and B2C are converging, and we're finding with our mobile devices now, the line between work and life is just very blurred. We don't know when we sort of turn off and turn on. So from a marketing point of view, we need to adapt and think about the consumer who sits behind the logos that we're trying to sell. And so a big part of our concept when we think about marketing is bringing kind of a first principles or kind of beginner's mind to everything that we do. And so for us at Gainsight, at least, one of our kind of team values is Imagineering, which is a Disney concept. They talk about dreaming big, but then kind of finding a way to make it happen. That's something that we hold ourselves accountable to, and it's the bar for us isn't, hey, how do we do this better than next year? But how can we actually think about the person at the other end of this kind of marketing, email, sales pitch, whatever it is, and how can we create a better kind of reality for them, at least within the context of customer success, which is the world that we operate in. When it comes to paid media, I think even in that case, the worlds are kind of changing a little bit. First of all, there's just so many different channels in which we can engage potential customers. And when it comes to obviously paying for that awareness, the technology landscape has evolved. And so we look at a lot of the account-based marketing tools that allow us to, rather than push spend into the world kind of through that channel, get far more targeted with who we're reaching, even at the company or title level. So a lot of our paid media is going to, things like LinkedIn, things that, we use a lot of the services that do reverse IP-based kind of display network advertising, where we can really hone in on the people that are on the other end of that display ad. And for us, that's good because we were willing to pay a premium to get that impression versus just sending it on AdWords to the world at large. However, the other side of the Gainsight hat is building community. And in that sort of B2B meets B2C world, we need to have a presence wherever our consumers exist. And so one of the things we did, we released a rap song recently on Spotify. And you might be thinking, why is our B2B company doing anything on Spotify? And the reason is that the people that are gonna be on the other end of our contact sales form or that SDR outreach, they're driving into work every day and they're listening to music. And if we can have a presence there, then we want to. And so we think about some of our responsibility to kind of exist where our customers live. And in that world, obviously, our paid media needs to be distributed correctly. But for the marketer that's thinking about sort of awareness and brand versus paid from a demand gen point of view, I would say there's the ability to get creative on the organic side for brand, just like the Spotify example. But there's probably a responsibility to think about more predictable ways to spend money given some of the innovation happening and how content is distributed today.